Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first live I'm doing on my YouTube channel. I've done plenty of lives, plenty of videos, as you can tell by looking at my YouTube channel, and I've done plenty of lives on my page, just haven't done a live on YouTube. I'm really excited for this because I actually really love YouTube. I do love other social medias. YouTube, though, is one of my favorite because I can do so many videos here. I can do whatever I feel like. Now, what I'm going to do today and every Saturday, unless something actually does happen, and I will also, you'll see that I've set up a live stream for this. I'll do that for every single time I'm going to go live. I'll set up the live stream. Now, what I do is I do what's called intuitive business readings. That means that the reading is specifically for you and your business. Now, I really believe that your business has an energy, and I believe it's really separate to you. The reason that I believe that is because, and hopefully you can hear me. It's looking funny. Hello. Hopefully you can hear me okay. If anyone's live, let me know because it'd be great if you are. I'd be really, really, really happy. And so the reason I believe that your business has its own energy is because when I had my identity in the healthcare field, I was in the healthcare field for over 30 years. That was my identity. And when I left the healthcare field, I lost my identity. I didn't know who I was. Now, the same thing happened in my business. Because I identified with my business so much, I ended up, this was the early stages, I ended up burning out. Excuse me, I've been racing around trying to get ready. I ended up burning out. Now, burning out is something that, of course, can actually happen. The moment that I realized that my business was separate from me was when I realized I'd actually birthed it. So I haven't had physical children, yet my business is like a child to me. It's grown up now, of course, it's grown up. But because I gave birth to it, it's got its own energy. It's separate to me. Yes, we are connected, like relationships and that. Now, though, the burnout is hugely reduced because of this. And that is why I really believe that your business is a separate entity. And that's why when I do these business readings, I tune into you and your energy and your business's energy. Now, I've done a lot of these readings. Like I've done them for probably the last couple of decades. I've done them for a long time anyway. And I absolutely love them. I don't actually need to see you, to hear you or anything, to give you a reading. That's what I love because I've honed all my abilities so well. I don't need to do that. When I can actually see and hear you, of course, I love that because the interaction. Now, in the chat, you'll see that I've pinned a comment. I do these readings. Now, there's an offer that I have all of the time. It's a 2-card reading where I do it as a voice message into your direct messages on Facebook. You can choose Voxer if you like. And that is, and yes, you're going to go, why is it only that price? It's $17 AUD. Now, the reason is I don't believe in, you got to work your way up to high ticket offers and only sell that. I really believe, because of the spaces I've been in, I believe that there is something that I can offer everybody, no matter where they are in the world, not just in the world, but with their situation. Because a lot of people nowadays, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people nowadays are really careful about where they're spending their money. So why should I only offer high ticket? I shouldn't. And the reason that I'm doing things this way is because it's my business. And my business's energy has said to me, this is what you're going to do. And I've just gone, you know what? That's fantastic. Now, another reading that I do that is actually time sensitive. I don't like doing time sensitive ones, but this one is specifically, we actually get on Zoom live. This is a live reading. You can have it recorded if you like. It is the same price. It is the same price. It is a 90-minute to 2-hour session. Now, it is a 12-month reading, which means you get a tarot card and an affirmation card for every single month. So that means it's a 12 readings in one. And it is amazing because you can discover the energy. You can even, if you want, you can even have a theme for it. So if you're looking at, okay, I'm really struggling with getting content out there or even coming up with ideas, then when I do the reading, I can actually, each month, I can focus on that so that you will get that specifically for each month. And of course, it is going to be different. It can be a general reading as well, if you like. It can be whatever. It is a 12-month intuitive business reading. Now, time sensitive, if you have your session before the end of May, you get 13 months. Now, I only do these in May, June, and November, December. I don't do them any other times because it's financial year and calendar year. I actually do that specifically. And so sorry, I'm just going to put my thing up. So for the first two people, it is $188 AUD. And yes, it's a good price. It is going up though. So two people at $188 AUD, and then it goes up to $222 for the next two, and then goes up from there. This is a special because I love doing these and they are time sensitive. Now that's me and what I do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading for the collective. So if anyone comes and watches this afterwards, then this message will be for you. If anyone happens to jump on live, which they may not, because this is the first time I'm doing it on here, and who knows what's going to happen. And as I said, I will make sure that I actually have all of the live streams set up so you know when I'm going live. I may do other lives, I may even do a Q&As, who knows? It just depends how many people actually come to my YouTube to find me and want to be watching me live. Okay, let's do a reading for the collective. So this is for anyone that is watching the replay. Now, what we've got here is we've got the Four of Swords. Now, I learned the basics with tarot, and then I knew that I needed to channel information. So I will give you some information that's kind of related to the tarot, and then it just comes out. I channel, and I love channeling. I've honed that beautifully. So Four of Swords. You can discover what four means for you because it means something different for everybody. The person that created numerology, that was the traditional, and that's great because that's a great starting point. But I would love for you to find your own like journal or something, and when you discover a number like this, go and research it. Don't read it really detailed. Just bring it up and see the words that come out for you and write them down. So number 4, research what words came up, put them in the journal for you, and eventually what will happen is you'll get your own, book that's got all different, like even symbols, crystals, everything. So everything we've been taught, it was actually created by a human. And that is why I really believe that we're throwing everything out. All the traditional is great for a base. And that's why even the tarot is great as a base. Someone invented the tarot. And that's why I love channeling, because it is specific. So Four of Swords is about cutting through our illusions, our patterns, our thoughts, our beliefs. And in here, what we've got is there, and I'll show you the card in a sec, there's actually 4 swords pointing down. So there's 4 swords pointing down, and there's a person, it looks like, when the magicians raise people up. So this person, and it's a masculine energy. I do talk about energies, even though I said the word person, energy. This masculine energy is above, and it's like they're actually laying on top of the swords, the nice softer bit, actually asleep. And above them is a crow, and there's 2 flowers. Now, crows are traditionally about messages. They bring messages from our ancestors, from other realms and everything. They bring the messages through. And it's reminding you that whenever you actually have an awareness around a thought pattern or belief that comes up for you, and it is about the awareness, when that happens, there is going to be a message in that. You don't necessarily need to know why this thought pattern or belief has come up. Sometimes we do because it actually is affecting us unhealthy. I don't like negative positive. It's just, one of those things. It's affecting us in a way that's not supporting us. And so that's what will happen. The crow, you'll get messages. And this is what the crow is saying. There'll be messages for you. Now, this person's inside and they're sleeping. It looks like they're in a beautiful big, those really old buildings that were created, eons ago. That's what it looks like. There's a beautiful glass window that's got intricate details on it. And it's reminding you that those messages are there for a reason. Take notice of those messages. Now, that's the card, and because I don't have a screen on, you can actually see the card much better. So you can see there's a crow, there's flowers, there's a person. You can see the swords here. There's the swords. The person is on top of the swords. They're not getting harmed at all. So these thoughts, patterns, and beliefs coming through are the awareness. They're not harming you in such. They're saying, hey, look at us. Look what's going on. Now, let's have a look at an affirmation. And it doesn't look like anyone's live. That's okay. You can see that I can talk underwater. Now, the card to come out, it's number 22, which is actually a master number. And so for those, I do say go with the master numbers. You would also, you can break it down to be 4. You can do that as well if you like. It's Archangel Gabriel. Now, again, a human being, put what they thought the angels were and what the angels actually meant. Tap into the energy of them. So you can tap into Archangel Gabriel and go, what is the theme today that you're bringing through for me? Because it says, I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Now, if you look up what Archangel Gabriel means, I honestly don't know, because I've never really, that just hasn't gelled with me to be really focused on what they actually mean. And so that's why this affirmation is so good. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. So ask Archangel Gabriel to come in and go, what is the theme for me today? What are you supporting me with today? Now, that's that gorgeous card. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? That's the intuitive business readings. Now, you can see I've actually got a diamond art behind me. Now, I'm actually going to move those. So next time you see me, then I'll actually have some nice things up, because a white frame's nice, but when you got pictures, anyway, when you got pictures like that, it is nicer to actually see them. Now, my name's Darlene from the Aligned Path with Darlene. I'm an intuitive business specialist. I support business women in learning how to tune in, receive, and trust their intuition so they can tune into their business's energy and have that beautiful, healthy relationship. And yes, I do support you with your visibility like this. That's one thing that I actually do as well. So thank you for the people that are going to be watching the replay. I do appreciate it. And as I said, every Saturday at the moment, there will be the live stream set up. So make sure you click get notifications so you know when I go live. But as you can see, I've got the date and the time on all of them. So you can actually change that into your own time zone. If you're not aware of what AEST is, it's GMT plus 10. I've learned all the different kinds of things. So it's GMT plus 10, Greenwich Mean Time. And yeah, that's me. Thank you again. And I shall wish you a beautiful day wherever you are in this gorgeous world.